It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
The score, Rams 7, Mounties nothing.
Yeah, you can either search my name, Dave Court.
Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard
line, it's Dave Court.
Return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Yeah, you can just search it in the regular search.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Nigga, who the fuck hit me?
Incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll make it third down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw
is not
for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play. Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Now the ball comes loose. Out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Nah.
Long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it.
I try to give it to Court.
It results in an interception.
I try to give it to Court. It ain't work.
start the drive. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Good catch.
And that is caught. What the back jump.
Bullshit, yo. He dragged him out.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up second down. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly.
They catch him on that one. Bullshit, yo.
Unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. 20. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
That's mine.
Following the pick six,
that one's 6-3. Here, corner.
Position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
Gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Mounties nothing.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man. It's Tonyan complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave
He
up
grabbed
the
him up.
comeback angle. You know he was trying to dart through, No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. You know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Who else watching? They say 2 people is watching my joint right now.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let them get to the second level, because sometimes you'll break off the big run.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. That's the 20. And he's going to bring the football back for a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
23 yards, the final tally.
10 at the 42-yard line.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Roquan Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football.
And he's gonna take this one in for a Rams touchdown. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Rams 21, Mounties 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Edwards-Helaire. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, they'll throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Mayfield. Hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Tackle made.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield off the play fake. He's got his man on the crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A game there of 30 big ones.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
To throw, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Turns it here to his own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Fake. They'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Logan Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. Touchdown, Allen! Keenan Allen, his his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
They're on the 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Had it, the big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And going deep for Hill. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off right around the 43. And a great return here gets us all the way down to the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Roquan Smith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
I can't get
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield is able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards the pickup there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that That ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his hand.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Roquan Smith, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They go play action. Mayfield. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Mayfield on play action. That's coming, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
Yeah, he's going for it. And I don't care. This is his glory.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. They'll try and run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their...
No, I said I know, right?
Leading here in the 4th. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Fights him off. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. But now it'll be 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Little bitch, move.
He's got it. They bring him down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Like if I'm really playing, I'd be like this.
As expected, they're going
catch the shit. He caught it.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. No reason not to.
Oh no, I'm not really playing. I don't want him to see my offense because he's dude I'm playing in the Super Bowl unless you start like going.
In terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Yeah, and then the other teams I'm playing in the Super Bowl.
Competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And they wind up getting this this one all the way down inside the 20.
Like I said, I figure I'd give it one drive just to show that I can move the ball, just so I can feel something. I was trying some new shit and it wasn't working at all. Oh, I ain't playing around. What I was trying wasn't working.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Steps away to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
I'm just giving it a preview
here to the previous play, and it's better than
what it
40
would be
yards
like
total.
if I really ran my offense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. To the
Fucking lineman, you bitch! Catch the ball.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 11th touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball.
But yeah, I wasn't even supposed to score. But my defense scored at one time.
Though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
3rd and 10.
That's dope.
Play fake. Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Johnny Hacker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Taking it about the 16. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Toronto, 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
I can do that all game. That's just on one shot my offense.
Just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. One final shot.
Let's see what you're going to do, rookie. Ah, he got fucking hit, bitch. Tough ass game, DJ.
So the LA Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
Stop. Some crossers. Couldn't stop nothing.
So for LA, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
But I know Roquan Smith got his breakout game.
Our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Roquan Smith. He needed 3 sacks. Let's see what he got. Shitty passing. Shitty, ran decent. 4.5 a carry. Yeah, Roquan Smith had 4 sacks. Parson couldn't get nothing on that. He kept blocking him. He didn't show up at all.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I
can't wait to the Super Bowl.
Could count on my power and look at my dogs from way back then. Claim what you saw with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall. But how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again. Just a little hiccup. I done been bought in this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the little go miss?
Center, right?
She was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick
You got it, DJ?
Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it?
Or when we're doing.
Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. These right here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much.
Remember that. Remember that value money is what you use for your signing bonuses.
What's pain to a guy that's mad, said. What's broke to a guy with a mask?
It upgrades stadiums, but it's also what you use for your signing bonuses. Man, mine's at fucking 351 right now. I can't wait to spend it. Yeah, I'm number 1 now. Me. Both me and DJ's defensive dudes got player of the week. Nagaku. It's usually 200 yards or 100 or somewhere around there. A linebacker. It's usually three sacks, fumble recovery, or forced fumble, or interception, or under 200 yards. You gotta keep that whole team under 200. Running the clock. Yeah. So that their field is gonna be cut in half, because they can't go a whole 100 yards on you if you only give them onside kick. They can only go 40 on that shit, and then run the clock for the rest, just to make sure you get that shit. That shit's important. But yeah, I'm scouting my stuff the way I'm supposed to, late rounds, everything, because I need defense. Man, if I'm going for a trade, I am going for first. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that's like, I mean, give it up. Give it up for that one trade. I say we should do one end season trade. I say we should be able to do one end season trade. Shit. Not me. Y'all got superstar corners. Because I got a 95 offense. Yeah, my offense is 95. My defense is 81. Because everybody on my offense is good. My offensive line, DJ. That's why I don't know how you was getting sacks. Yeah, my offensive line across the board is all like 90s and 80s. Yeah, I got 91, 74, 79, 86, 98, 83 as my tight end, 95 Obel. Yeah, I was paying attention because I knew what I needed, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna make sure my line is good through this. Like when we was doing the first draft, the original draft, I'm gonna make sure my line is good. And then that nigga got hurt, which then made the computer pick up somebody else, I guess, because they knew he was hurt. So they picked up other good linemen when they did the automatic draft for me. And then Edwards-Helaire, I took him from an 81 to a 97. He was an 81 when I got him last season. At the beginning of last season, he's a 97 now. Going upgrades, because that's why I passed him. He had 100 receptions the first season. Well, he led in receptions the first season. Because, like, the dude was in the party. He's like, well, why don't you just throw him the ball if you want him to get XP? I'm like, oh, bet. So I had 110 receptions for only 788 yards, but it gave me all the XP. And then he got Rookie of the Year and all that shit. Oh, he got best running back. Then he led in receptions. One roll up. I wish my defense was fucking better. I wish I was able to, like, go hard The same way how Raquan Smith had that game, I wish I can get somebody else to do that game when I'm playing my normal games. I can't never get nobody them games. What's up, Dave? Oh, you're not allowed on the game, but you can get on the computer. Actually, you know what? It's been a while and you've been pretty good at school. You got to continue this, David. Go ahead and play. I don't care. Before you do that, you got to get a bath. I'm sending a blanket invite. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing.
Me too. I've been doing the same drill since the first week of the first season. That's why Laird's all the way up, because he was my focus player, and I got running backs and tight ends. Dope. Oh yeah, I run the outside zone. That's on my scheme. There's sometimes I'll pull up play concept outside zone and they'll be all green the whole way up, and then I'll just be picking information. Come on, Blank. I said, come on, Blank. I want him to play. Yo, he is. Alright, I'll autopilot it. How come it doesn't show me previous plays that the person I played picked? Cause I done played 4 user games so far, and it ain't showed me what other people picked yet.
Tonight,
From
Toronto, Canada, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
Yeah, it's raining in Toronto.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the...
You said it's in settings?
NFL season, and we're
right,
underway on EA Sports.
Yeah, because that'd be very helpful to me, because I don't know when nobody's running. Like, I ain't know what plays you was picking.
Out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come this...
Visual feedback. On, thank you. Oh yeah, he seen me. Nah, that shit was a true religion joint, but yeah, it's close. But it was close. Oh shit.
Steelers now for their first drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Nah, but tell him that there's a dude that be sticking people up right at that same alley he be parking at. Did you hear me? Yeah, tell him that the alleyway he be in. Yeah, same here. Yeah, same here. But I'm just letting you know, like,
2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Man open.
I got a 45. Yeah, I got a 40.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, I got a 45, but mine fit in my pocket though.
So as they move forward defensively,
It fit in them tight ass pants you see me had on. It fit in them Jones.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack.
Yeah, that Jones. Now I do got it. If I'm holding one hand, oh, I'm not one handing that bitch. That's a.
get to the quarterback. Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He'll return it from the 6. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Oh.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the.
Oh, I seen that shit. Hell yeah.
The natural thing is.
Hell yeah, he be fucking everybody up. Cause the one serious, I seen him. He was on that joint with Chad Johnson and them. It's both of them. Yeah, Cody and Jake.
Only up to about the 3-yard line.
Yeah, his brother's Cody. His brother get beat the fuck up.
Only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Jake Paul can fight. Nah, it's Jake.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's upended at the 6.
Mm-hmm.
Double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
Yeah, I seen him on there. He was serious as fuck, yo.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd.
Yeah. They was impressed. Yeah.
He'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they work this out past the 25.
Yep. Yo, that's where I seen him at. And I'm like, the bull serious. Like, cause when they was clowning at first, he's like looking like, nah, nigga, I'll punch you in your fucking face. Oh, I seen how he was looking at at Channing Crowder. I seen how he was looking at him like, nah, nigga, I'll punch you in your fucking face.
You mentioned that to me pregame.
Yo, but yeah, but he would fuck them up. If he would have tried something, he would have fucked him up.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Yes. You gonna have to hit him with a brick. Yeah, you got to hit him with a brick, yo, and he still might keep fighting you.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
that nigga said, I wanted the biggest contract. They said, you ain't care about playing for a weak team? He said, no, nigga, I wanted the biggest contract that they could give me. Get me paid. I go, yo, he's a nigger. Yeah, I go, he's a nigger. Yeah. Yep.
I like that. Yeah, moving it very well. Looks like
yeah, he's funny. Me and my girl be watching that. That's what we be watching instead of shows now.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his.
That shit real as fuck.
To have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to get that big advantage early.
Now an
Yeah.
option play on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he can't find
Yeah, he's from the same. He's Carson Wentz's replacement.
Decided to keep it that time on the option.
They D2. They're D2. They're D2. They're the best D2 school out there.
Not letting him get upfield. No place for him to ever duck.
Yeah, they won. Yeah, they won all the D2 championships. Nah, they might be D1 AA. They're D1 AA. Yeah, they're D1 AA. But
12 yards there as they keep this drive.
yeah, cause they win the championship of their shit every single year. The FBS.
Football 4 for for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it.
Yeah, they're the FBS shit.
Sometimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Yeah, Lance 6'4". Yeah, Lance 6'4".
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Yep. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This drive started way inside their own 5.
Ever.
And this time he is in. Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
He's a
number 12
like.
And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Yep, Chiefs, we always keep our people too. All of our people end up being good. Derek Johnson, Jamal Charles.
So Pittsburgh retakes the
Tyreek. People forget Tyreek is a 4th round. Or 5th round.
Well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic.
I played the whole game.
You don't have to go deep.
Like I gotta learn the defense.
Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Roquan Smith. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Yep.
And now it's the punter Weil.
Because I got to learn defense because I don't be playing it. And I ain't used to moving back and forth.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before.
And I'm developing my rookie.
If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
I just didn't use him that game because I don't want him, like, he ain't ready.
If it ended today, and I'll guarantee you, That's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
Right now.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Another carry for the
Well,
run.
on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
To number 41.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They come up short here on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. On 3rd down, it's Connor, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that when if anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
First and 10.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight
Hey,
end.
how you doing?
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Ain't gonna want it to.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Herbert.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Complete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
He's just a bully gay.
And it's 3rd and short.
Yeah, he be trying to hide it.
3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Henry Ruggs in the final seconds of the first half.
Oh, I know.
The Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So on 3rd and medium.
Yeah, he ain't never tried to fight me, but you could just tell, I could just peep it. And he could see, like, you come over here with that shit and I'll fuck you up.
Down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
They'll take over. First
Me
down
too.
and 10. At their own
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On play action, they'll throw. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And his guys have...
Damn, I just realized I'm still broadcasting.
Well, that's a heck of a response.
They still say somebody watching my shit.
Who watching my touchdown to tie the game?
Because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he's got his man on the out route. Call it a pickup of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with counter. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense...
What show is it? What show?
Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Where you watch it on?
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Reception here by Ruggs. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football.
Can you watch it on the PlayStation?
He's going to field this at the 4.
I want to watch it. I'm going to watch it tonight.
They get 11 back on the return. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big
I want to
game
watch
like
it tonight.
this, but
I'm probably going to watch it tonight.
Himself, usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21.
You want to watch Mortal Kombat tonight?
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam,
yeah.
Boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys.
Who are you talking about?
This one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves,
21-7.
just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away.
21-7, I'm up, but they're about to
That's a
score.
good start for him.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. From the gun, Herbert, the quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Washington.
James Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Zerline good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 11. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Is good.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this one caught by Max Williams. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Herbert, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
James Conner.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Herbert and a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Third down and 2 yards.
Herbert back to the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington.
James Washington. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Herbert got an open man. It's Washington. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Herbert to the right side and complete to Washington. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense.
Did you take your bath already? Take it.
Here.
Put the control. Take your bath before you.
Right,
you're not playing unless you take your bath.
Here on 4th down, they're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the
Are you going to pick one in these settings?
As we get you reset.
Go ahead.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Taking it about the 1.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Yeah.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable.
I got 44 seconds
feel
left.
like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Herbert, and he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Herbert. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the home team here, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Everybody done? DJ, you done? You ready to force? Alright, did it. I wonder why that is. I wonder why it just started moving. Probably as a user, at your first user game, it started. Oh.
Game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and stuff. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets.
Yo.
Struggle turn me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming. Against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, roll through the cracks. Spotlight on the bottom, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I get it go. I get it go. I get it go. I get it go. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I get it go. I get it go. I get it go. I get it go. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched.
He played for New York. Yeah, he played for New York now. You can think everything about him, but can't remember his name. He's that weak.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bow down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it.
This nigga's still getting upgrades and he's 31. He's old as fuck.
Go and bring the beat back.
I said this nigga's still getting the upgrade and he's 31, but he keep regressing at the end of each year.
Just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got to say, wait, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bow down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay,
No.
cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued.
No, I didn't start it yet.
Trying to the LMPD. Go and get yourself this thing. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Don't tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't feel me. I've been moving up, shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly. They been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bow down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
Yeah.
Hey yo, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Jay like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that cheeky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and the J's in the way. Got a new wristwatch where they don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's too hot. And he wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming